Welcome to the overnight. Giants game day today. I got the Niners. And the World Series just ended. You know, I didn't care for this World Series. I mean, I didn't like what Dave Roberts said after the national champion, the championship series. Like, oh, let's win 4 more so we can ruin baseball. And I didn't want to root for Toronto because they beat the Yankees. But I wanted Toronto to win for the sheer fact that it creates dialogue that Toronto was finished dead last a year ago, and they were 8 games back of the Yankees in June, and they came back and won the World Series, if that happened. And it would have had another manager who has a World Series ring before Aaron Boone. And it's just a sheer fact that the Yankee organization is never going to get the fucking picture. They're just never going to get it. They're just never going to fucking get it. Boston has won, ever since the Yankees won in 2009, Boston has won a couple of times. You had the Dodgers has won a couple of times. And, I wanted Toronto to win because, the only way that the Dodgers can win a World Series is if they beat the Yankees. And what's going to happen is, for the way that the Seattle Mariners are going to get to the World Series, they're going to have to beat the Yankees. And that's what's going to happen. They'll beat the Yankees to get to the World Series. Because that's what happens. They go through the Yankees. And it's just another excuse for this fucking organization that just won't fucking just start making monumental changes to fucking just... Because, like I've always said, as long as Aaron Boone and Brian Cashman is running this fucking is running this team, they will never win a World Series, ever. So, it doesn't fucking, I don't care what changes they made. They're not going to make fucking changes. I mean, are they going to sign Bellinger? Possibly, but I don't see it. But Spencer Jones is coming up. I've heard rumors that now Jason Dominguez might be an interesting trade chip. Kyle Tucker. But in reality, if we do sign, if we bring Bellinger back, and you bring in, some quality bullpen help. Mark Leiter, no. Luke Weaver, no. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if we get a first baseman. Or, But I think once this pitching rolls, it comes back, with Rodon in May and Cole, this team has no fucking excuse not to make the World Series. No fucking excuse. But it will be an excuse with Aaron Boone. Because the aura of Aaron Boone, they'll never fucking make the World Series again. Never. It's that fucking simple. I just want to talk about that. And the Giants today. God. I think they're good. I think that it's going to be the same thing. Winnable game. Find a way to lose. Christian McCaffrey will have a field day. We're only going to suit up fucking 2 fucking running backs. Which is going to be thin. And then your fucking wide receiver that, is Ray McCloud. I don't know if Ray McCloud got elevated. I don't know. But that's just fucking... it's just Brian Dable. It's a winnable game. It is. And that's... And, I'll be back for later on tonight. So... Everyone, you have a good day. I'm going to finish up I got a yard shift for fucking 12 hours. I'll be watching the Giants game while I'm working.